as Spurs fans, we have come a very, very long way. I'm thinking back when Kawhi Leonard got injured from a extraordinarily dirty play. And what was very frustrating about that dirty play, and this is something that just bothers me in general, right? Just in life. When something happens, but there's just like a little bit of nuance, or someone says something, but it's just like a little bit of nuance that they put on it where it makes you question whether or not that was the intention, right? And I think back on Zaza Pachulia and how he injured Kawhi Leonard, and there were people that genuinely questioned whether or not that was on purpose because it was just a little bit of nuance, right? Oh, he's closing in, but he's looking at the rim, right? Like, oh, he's just kind of a clumsy guy. Maybe he didn't mean that, even though we have substantial evidence of him purposefully harming other players. There were people that actually showed him mercy in that situation. And I have to say, we have always been the ones to turn the other cheek. We have always been the ones that kept it clean. And that's why the San Antonio Spurs are so respected. And even more so, going forward, we will continue to be respected. And this is why Wembanyama loves this franchise. And this is why he wanted to come to this franchise, right? Over the Houston... Oh, I messed that up. Houston Rockets. That's what I wanted. I want to do like a zoom in, like Houston Rockets, like that. I messed it up though. Houston Rock. Okay, so the Miami Heat are statistically the dirtiest team in the NBA over the last 10 years. So this is obviously showing the most dirty players, or not dirty players, sorry, dirty teams in the NBA. So you're probably wondering, what are they looking at? So this is just a matter of how many fines you get, total games suspended, just overall suspensions. Yeah, that's what it's taking a look at. And we can see here that the Miami Heat, number one. I actually wasn't like expecting them to be number one. I thought it would be Warriors, honestly, to be like number one. But sure, I guess. So they got 295 fines, which is insane. But it equated to 1 million. So it's like, Brooklyn Nets 340, Memphis Grizzlies 358, Houston Rockets, the team that Wemby didn't want to go to, 481, 76ers 370, Detroit Pistons 366, Warriors 487. Well, I guess they do have the most fun. And what are they equating here? The index score. Oh. Okay. Phoenix Suns 444, Milwaukee Bucks 316. But I just wanted to go to this list. What do you guys think? You probably already spoiled it, but I probably already spoiled it because you saw it. Where do you think that the San Antonio Spurs? Where do you think the San Antonio Spurs land on this list? You probably can see it over here. Yeah, it's blocking it a little bit. Yeah, we're we're pretty low. We're pretty low. Yeah, we're just 30th. We're just 30th. You're probably wondering, Clan, because you guys don't know basketball, you're probably like, Clan, how many NBA teams are there in the NBA? There's 30. Yeah, but no, real talk, San Antonio Spurs, Class A. This is what bothers me, man. It's like some Spurs fans out there that are just so freaking spoiled. They don't even realize how spoiled they are, right? And I guess that's just in general, like people that grow up with like, it's not the same thing at all, right? Like having the privilege of being a fan of an NBA team is not the same as having the privilege of being born rich or whatever. But like, people have no idea how lucky they are to fall into this, right? They have no idea how lucky they are to fall into this, to become a Spurs fan, for everything to be lined up, whether you were born in San Antonio, whether you were just like me, who didn't even like basketball. My brother just happened to be a Lakers fan, and despite him, and I watched Kobe go against Manu and like get like destroyed on many of occasions. Like, That's what made me love the Spurs. And I started watching Manu Ginobili. Like, we're just lucky, man. You're lucky to fall into this, okay? Because we literally cheer for the best franchise in the NBA. I mean, no one's 100% clean. I know that. These are like big organizations we're talking about, right? A lot of rich people involved. So I'm sure San Antonio do his dirt here and there. But man, we are so much better than all of these other freaking teams. I'm sorry. All of these teams, we're just better. Our franchise is just top tier. You can't touch us. We're good. We're really good. And behavior like this, you know, doing it the right way, not getting, you know, questionable players. You're always, if you get the talent and you got the right type of guys and you build the right culture, it will always result in guys. Because let me say this, it'll always result in guys buying in. And I think a lot of people underestimate the power of NBA players buying in. You can have a game plan that's not the best, not the absolute best, but if you got the right guys around you with the right attitude, even if Mitch Johnson calls a play and he could have did one that was a little bit better, the team will buy in because the guys they're on the court with, because of the culture that this franchise has, because of how they're treated, because of how their family's taken care of. It means something. The lack of distractions, the veterans coming into the workouts to give them some guidance. This type of stuff matters. You get good outcomes out of it, right? And it should be like this in life as well. It should be like this in life as well. I think everyone should have like a great opportunities to be able to, you know, just be able to choose a good path, you know? But like San Antonio Spurs, because of how the culture is amongst this franchise, you're going to have good outcomes. All you need is the talent. I don't know why Castle got to break Harper's finger, though. I think he did. But I just said that. Don't. And it wasn't on purpose. You know, that dunk attempt, or not dunk attempt, he dunked on him. I think that's probably where it looked like that's where it happened. It makes sense for them to take down that video, you know. I don't know. But maybe it just happened in that practice in general. Discipline is a skill. Discipline is a skill. Discipline is a skill. But I'm just saying that you have the right type of outcomes when you have the right guys around you, you have the right attitude, and you're number 30 in the NBA as far as fines. I don't even know what we got fined for. Hold on. We got fined 155 times? Like, for what? Did we litter? We must have littered. Those dang Spurs littering all the time. With just 155 fines and only 6 games suspended in a decade. Who got suspended? Do you guys know who got suspended? When Pop sat our play. Do you see what I'm talking about? Let's see. As few players have crossed paths with the legendary head coach before he recently stepped away from the games due to health issues. But you see what I'm talking about? They find us for load management. This is the type of culture you got, man. You getting fined for helping your team out. You getting fined for giving them a day off. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got fined because Pop said, you know, you did a really great job last game. Go take a night off, Timmy. That's what you get fined for. Josh Primo was suspended. No, I don't think he got a chance to be suspended. I think the Spurs dropped him. The Spurs dropped him as soon as they got the news of what happened. I think, or no, I think it was reported that they waited a little while, or I think they didn't get on it as fast as they could. But I don't think he got suspended. Or at least from us, the Spurs just cut him immediately. I remember that because I think he had just had a game, and I was like, what the heck? They just dropped him. He wasn't suspended. And maybe the NBA suspended him, but maybe that was late. Yeah, because the Spurs didn't suspend him. It's not like the Spurs kept him on the team, suspended him, and then got rid of him. They just got rid of him. But yeah, I don't know who this was that was suspended for 6 games. When he moved on to other teams. Maybe that's what it was. Collins had a couple of those fines. Huh. Okay. Actually, I could see that. I was just wondering who got suspended. I don't know. Upload this later. If anybody knows who got suspended, you leave it in the comments for us. Dang, little Dev. I don't even want to repeat that. He showed the ref a finger. Oh, I remember that. That might be the whole fine right there. Google said for impaired driving. Who? Oh, Graham? Oh! I don't even think that was ours. I don't even think that was our fine or our suspension. I think that the Spurs, I think he was already suspended and then the Spurs took him. I think that's what happened. I don't think, I could be wrong, but my memory could be wrong, but I don't think that he got suspended with us. I don't think that happened with us. Right? No, I don't think so. He never got suspended. Oh, did he get fined? Oh yeah, Jeremy probably did get fined for that fight. Those couple fights he did. Yeah, the Graham thing was for the Hornets, not us. But that's what I'm saying. I think when he came to us, didn't he have those suspensions? Wasn't he suspended a little while when he was with us? So I think that's what might have happened. We grabbed him and we knew about like the suspension. I think. I remember the news, us learning about it a little later, but I think it was already out there. But the Spurs got him. Yeah, so that wasn't even with us. And that's kind of sad because the Hornets are like super high on this list. Yeah, prior team, but it affected us while we signed with them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Dude, that's incredible, man. Yeah, that's actually incredible. We're just better than everybody. I'm sorry. We just are. I guess Memphis Grizzlies makes sense, all the Ja Morant stuff. So we took a hit for the Hornets? Yeah. Anyways, it's crazy. Good stuff.